Hello guys, welcome to Indian Society. I'm Rona Prince and I'm joined by Manoj and Varun.
Hi guys.
Hello guys.
And Varun is not there with us with the photo,
He's
but
with us
he's
spiritually.
there. Yeah, spiritually is with us.
I can hear his voice. I can hear his
Imagine
voice
that
almost.
Yeah, but he's very happy. We are happy because Andrew Garfield finally could able to talk about his experience, what he went through, and he is the Wayful. He is the Wayful, guys. It is out now.
Yeah.
So that's great, and it was lovely, getting all the information behind the scenes, at least from his. And he and Tobey both went into the
showing,
opening
the
day
screening.
theater, and they
With
watched it
John
with the
Watts.
with the director. So that was great to know. But Varun, if you can just share some things from the interview.
Yeah, so this interview is from the rap, and it is basically about him just talking about how stressful it was, but also like sort of enjoyable. That he knew this thing, but like it was hard for him to like keep it hide it from everyone. And I think like that was mainly what he was talking about. That he was not trying to. It was like it was this game for himself that he was just trying to see how long he can go on in this way to like keep this hidden.
True.
And I think like he did a good job because until the end, like he did not give it away at all. And
Yeah.
I think it has been almost like what 3-4 weeks since the film came out, and now we are finally getting these interviews. So
True.
definitely I think I mean the whole production did a good job. And oh, by the way, yeah, he's also now a Golden Globe like a
Congrats to him.
yeah.
He deserves it, man.
Obviously, he's watching this video, so congratulations to you, Andrew.
Please come and thank you.
That will give it away, right? I don't think he'll do that.
Oh, yeah.
Someone will make a fake account now. That someone is me.
Did he mention? He did mention, right, in his interviews that he's not on social media, but he has his private account which he uses to, go around what's happening.
Yeah.
True. I'm actually very disappointed. I wanted him to continue denying. Like, no, what are you talking about? What Spiderman movie? I haven't watched it yet. It sounds very interesting. But look, Andrew Garfield, I think this is the first time we sort of saw him go through something like this. I am more impressed by Tom Holland, man. He kept his mouth shut entirely.
Yeah. But I think the Sigma male here is Tobey Maguire, who's like, "Are you in the movie?" Like, yes.
And no one cared.
Have you seen that reel? It's coming out everywhere to me. On airport, you see Andrew Garfield is just looking, checking his bag. Then Tom Holland going through security, just looking at the camera and just smiling. And then there's Tobey Maguire. He just looks dead stare, and then he just walks off. Then again, he gives a dead stare. It's coming so many times to me on.
I need to watch it. I'm not.
Yeah, I'll send you guys. But yeah, also a lot of interviews of his are coming out. I think there was a video interview also with Entertainment Tonight, where he talked about how fun it was and the whole and how he was sold, on the idea of him catching MJ. And him getting a call talking to Kevin Feige and all, Amy Pescar, and they are like, we want you to have how you want to represent the character. We'll not say anything.
True.
What you want to do, and having the creative liberty, and hoping he'll have that if we do future projects. And he also did mention that, right? That if I do, it has to connect with me, and I should believe in it. Then only
and money should be coming.
Yeah, I think that's sorted. There are also rumors going around, right, at how much Tobey charged for the movie and all.
They might have charged a lot because I think the budget is high, but when you consider how VFX heavy of a movie it is, it doesn't seem that high. Like, you're like, okay, a lot must have gone to the salaries.
I don't know if the actor's
Tobey
budget is
Maguire-
counted in the production budget.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I don't think it is.
I'm not sure, but like Tobey Maguire is still, he's kind of retired, and like they brought him back from retirement, so of course they must have paid him a lot. And I think even now you can see that Andrew is still giving interviews and revealing like what the process was like. But I don't think we have had any interview with Tobey like after the film came out about
Tobey's like
him
gangster.
detailing like
His movie is
character.
coming, right, next year or this year?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
think
think
so.
he's more like a producer or something now. Like I don't know if he.
So I think if he does interviews in the future anytime, we'll definitely get some
we'll hear
insight
more
from
about
him also.
Definitely.
whole process.
Yeah.
Or he might deny it. That'll be fun.
after the movie, right? I think now is the time to get leaks of the set photos and all. Share a video of them having. I think even Andy Garfield said, right, like I was defending it and they're like leaks are happening with me and Tobey and I'm like, what are you guys doing? I'm trying my best.
Leaks. Corridor Crew even did a VFX react video and they were like going through. They're like, no, this is not fake. Andrew would have been like, what the heck, guys?
But man, it worked for them, man. It worked for them.
Look, Andrew went through a lot. Like it was similar to like what some of the DC actors have gone through when Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out. Like there were a lot of rewrites, there were a lot of reshoots. See, there was no creative control. He was really frustrated with the behind the scenes process. So I think it just feels like a small victory to everyone, like the fans of the fans of Spider-Man, that he at least got to come back. He got to like flex his bones. He really got to be Spider-Man. There was something which he really enjoyed. He didn't have to like go through a sad, terrifying process of trying to make something work on the spot and script rewrites, something like that. It was like it felt very organic, even though maybe the actual plot of the movie was not very organic, but just the way how he played it off, the way how he was Spider-Man, like it felt like he didn't even miss a beat.
He was one of the best part of the film.
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah. It was amazing.
And I'm actually sold off. I'm actually sold off for of his Spider-Man showing up more. Like every day there is one post. New Spider-Man 3 coming. When he's coming to Venom universe. He's coming to this universe. Tobey and him coming together. They're planning a movie. Half of it is just people making shit up.
See, I just want a short film, like the Marvel one shots of him, Tobey and Andrew just going on a road trip. Like three of them together, or maybe multiverse hopping.
There was a post-credit scene showing them returning to the universes.
They cut it. Yeah,
and they cut it out and show us the Doctor Strange teaser. And anyways, I'm not really happy, man, how they are like cutting off stuff which was coming out, but then they don't. I think it happens from all the Disney Plus shows as well as what the
I don't know.
I think like ultimately those are extra scenes only. So like that's why I think that's what they're sort of.
But I think they are more because also, right, if they had shown something, then we would have made up theories and all. Now at least it's like unknown. Like they can take it any direction they want.
Also,
it's kept. They've kept it open.
I think like Tobey like the writers, one interview with the writers, they said that Tobey didn't want a lot of the story of his to be revealed, like what happened after Spider-Man 3. Andrew was a little bit more open to like if you look, Andrew's Spider-Man had a little bit more context. Like they say that he got more violent. He was not holding back his punches and stuff like that.
There was an arc to it. There was a like he was carrying a baggage from his weapons.
But Tobey's didn't have anything because
he's just like a pure mentor.
True.
Which actually in a certain way works also because his films were never about carrying the baggage. It was one-off films. It was not directly connected at each moment will be called back later. No, it's like one movie and then life moved on, next movie, then life moved on, next movie. It kind of felt that take also when we see him in No Way Home. So that was interesting. But I think that now all the spoilers are coming out, all the scenes have people are sharing it online and everything. I think I saw from France in France they recorded their reaction to the whole movie. I think they posted like within first 2 days of the release, and it is so awesome, man. The way they are shouting, they are crying, and
surprisingly,
it is
true.
That's wow, man.
It was a great theatrical experience. Like I'm so glad I got to see it without getting spoiled in a certain way. Like everyone knew, and I really cursed that images that got leaked like 1 or 2 months before, because the moment I saw Matt Murdock, I knew now they're definitely coming, because it was the exact same.
It was like we knew inside, of course they will be there. You got the villains, of course you'll get Spider-Man also,
True.
But it's like
sense, right?
that actual realize that until it happens you cannot say anything.
True.
That was when they show finally, even like I still remember when Andrew came in and then he removed this, and still I was in shock. They did it. That was the reaction. And man, cannot wait to.
Oh, even with that, right? Like it was apparently not Ned opening those portals in the original script.
Yeah,
it was a different character.
I think
called Miss America, something like that.
America Chavez. Yeah, that was because Doctor Strange 2 was going to release before.
Right? So
America Chavez is going to get introduced in that film, but if it had released before, so she was already like introduced. So it was going to be like her cameo in Spider-Man, and she was going to be the
Dude.
one.
They had to work out so many kinks, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so many issues.
But you know,
came
I,
up.
I don't know why I've seen so many breakdown videos and now no one is talking about it. You know, how do we relate the portals to from Endgame, right? Like the portals became so thing like, you know, it became a meme or portal open, someone comes out. And
Yeah.
they use the same technique in there also to bring back the two Spider-Man, you know?
True.
Like continuing that, okay, whenever someone pops up, it will be the portals only.
Yeah.
I guess they were like, okay, this, they couldn't make the other character work. So they were like, okay, let's maybe go with what is familiar with the audiences already.
And I think that was
So Endgame
one of the
and-
criticism also, right? That how can Ned do this suddenly and out of... like,
Yeah, that's true.
they
That's
kind of nerfed down Doctor
They could
Strange.
have had Wong maybe be there, but
Yeah, I guess.
it could have made more sense. But then
But he's
Ned
not
wouldn't
a
have
kid,
anything much
right?
to
I do
do.
not relate like why is he doing this, you know? He's Wong.
Yeah.
What
True,
is he
true,
doing?
true.
So
He would have gone to rescue Doctor Strange first of all.
Yeah. Also, I heard that there are two and there are two or three versions of the movie that's running now. Like
What?
they're apparently improving the VFX of the film.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Oh,
Someone had
yeah,
posted
different cuts.
the scene where Andrew Garfield comes out of the portal, and it's now a different version, like better version,
Yeah.
looking version of it.
Okay.
VFX.
Like
is
when I
improved,
saw both times, I didn't find it was bad VFX, honestly. Like some people are really complaining that it was the worst VFX ever done. All of that.
I think
It
some
looked so bad
frames
and
look
all.
very janky. Some frames,
Yeah.
but when you watch it in motion, it was okay. It was like
Yeah, I think we
you
were
know,
more
it-
excitement of it.
Yeah, I think when we get a 4K version, we will look at we're like, oh, dude, that was bad.
But I don't think we'll
But
get.
now it
I don't
doesn't-
think we'll get that right now if they're improving it.
maybe not.
Yeah,
Yeah, if they're
Yeah.
improving it, then
yeah.
they might re-release it, like to maybe cross the 2 billion mark or something, like they
Maybe.
did with.
They still haven't
Endgame
gone
or-
to China, no. So I'm like, if they go to
Yeah.
China
China, they
now,
might
they'll
not.
I think cross Endgame also.
They'll
Because they
cross
already like made 1.6 billion now, I think, and now I
They
think
still need to make
easily
1 more
China.
billion though for that.
Yeah.
Endgame is like.
I don't know if they're
2.7.
releasing there. I don't know. Like I don't know.
There are
what-
some
Not
government
now.
issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some government issues.
But
think we went
yeah,
off
man. And it was Andrew Garfield's, improvisation. I love you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
So I think I just want to see that behind the scene what was going on, man. When they were on set, what were they doing? How were they jamming?
Yeah.
I want to.
I want to see
that.
John Watts' expression when that happened, like just to see, like, oh, he would have been like, oh, this is a gold mine, like, oh, this scene is awesome.
Yeah.
now.
And there would be so many scenes they couldn't have. They have to cut down
Yeah,
for the
they couldn't
length
have
and
fitted in.
pacing, right?
Yeah. I mean, they said that they were there for 2 weeks, like on
Yeah.
set. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely a lot.
Man,
more
I'm
must have
sure
happened.
moving forward from now we'll getting more interviews and more details about it. And I still want to know, man, what did Tom Holland change in the ending of this movie? Because he said that he told the director, he said, we have to change, it doesn't work. And then they went to the writers, they convinced them, and they rewrote something, and then that's what we got. So I
Yeah,
want
it
to
was
know what
hairstyle.
was that change.
It was just his hairstyle. They were like, he wanted to push to the left, but they were like, no, right. And he convinced them to push to the left. That's it.
I wonder if
Yeah.
it's that Zendaya scene but it's just too big of a plot point for him to, make a change like that.
I wonder maybe he didn't have that interaction with her, but then that
I
emotion
guess
wouldn't have
it's
been there,
the
right?
interaction with Electro.
No, he said
But the
ending of
actual-
the film.
Acha.
It either
Okay.
can be that killing of Tobey Maguire's character. They
Yeah,
were, I think,
both
initially
could
they
be.
were getting Venom also there to fight.
Oh,
It
it could be Tobey's killing him.
and the thing was, I think, like, I still feel it's fake. Like, people made it up, but the story was like Venom is there and Tobey, like, he dies, but they used the symbiote to save him.
Oh, okay.
So that was, I'm like, it's ridiculous, first of all. So, but initial draft, they just imagine anything, right? They can be open like that. So, I don't know. But,
I think Venom would have been too much. It was
Yeah.
already.
I think
preview.
it's good, yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
good.
mean, I also heard that they were having 6 villains, but then they did not want it to be like. Then
Sinister
people, everyone
Six?
everyone would have called Sinister Six.
I
But
think they
that thing-
realized that
yeah,
they didn't
yeah.
need 6 villains. Like,
Yeah,
the
they realized
name is
that,
there,
and
but
also like they're holding back the name Sinister Six because Sony wants to use it in like some of their projects.
they are
so-
great projects. Yeah.
Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah.
And see, even they had these many villains. Even out of them, Sandman wasn't really doing much.
Lizard also.
Lizard also didn't
Yeah.
do much. So I'm glad they didn't increase that.
Yeah, true.
And yeah, man, definitely we'll be getting more and more news moving forward. That was it, guys. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And now we'll be moving on to another topic, the other side of the spectrum. Here we talked about the creative liberty, freedom, the goodness, and then let's talk about the DC universe,
The dark side. Oh, DC universe.
So do subscribe to get that, and we'll see you next time. Keep geeking out.
Bye.